This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so the purpose of this hearing is a rulemaking hearing is being held to receive oral comments on amending Chapter 250-84 Washington Administrative Code for the College Bound Scholarship, a state financial aid program. I am the presiding officer. My name is Sarah Weiss. I'm the Associate Director of College Access and Support at the Washington Student Achievement Council. I've been designated by Executive Director Michael Miotti to preside at this hearing. Today's date is April 7th, 2020. This hearing is beginning at 12:30 p.m. and due to the current health emergency pandemic occurring in our state, this hearing is being held utilizing online meeting technology known as GoToMeeting, which includes telephone call-in capability. This session is being recorded. Before we begin, if you are joining us via computer or tablet, please sign in and in the chat window provide contact information and indicate if you would like to make public comments on the proposed rule. We will call on you to provide your comments based on this. For those of you calling in, we will ask if anyone on the line wishes to make a public comment and call on you to do so afterwards. You will need to be prepared to state your name and contact information prior to providing comment. This hearing will be recorded, so please silence phones and be sure to identify yourself by name for the record before beginning any comments. This rulemaking hearing is being held under the state's Administrative Procedures Act, Chapter 34.05, Revised Code of Washington. The agency's authority for adopting rules governing the College Bound Scholarship Program is RCW 28B.118.060. Notice of the proposed rule amendments and this rule hearing was given by publication in the Washington State Register, WSR 20-06-054, as filed by the agency on March 2nd, 2020. A link to the State Register posting is on the Rules and Wax page of our agency website. The agency proposes to update Chapter 250-84 College Bound Scholarship Rules. This proposal is necessary to bring the current rules into alignment with legislation since the last update in 2010 and to guide current program implementation. Changes mainly include clarifying what college-bound scholarship is meant to cover, updates from 2019's House Bill 1311 and 2018 House Bill 1293, clarifying deadline and application process, clarified agency and district roles and responsibility, and aligning with the new Washington College Grant Rules proposed Chapter 250-21 WAC. Several written comments were received by the close of business yesterday, April 6, 2020, as provided in the proposed rule notice. Written comments may be filed at this hearing in conjunction with oral comments or may be submitted without making oral comments. Any final written comments can be submitted using the chat feature. We will now begin to receive any oral comment from persons who signed up indicating they wish to make comments. We will call on you in the order you signed into the chat window and then we'll take callers. Please remember to state your name and contact information prior to beginning comments. Anyone who did not sign into the chat window may do so now. First one. All right, first one is from Rosalind Kagi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, from Gear Up Achievers, University of Washington. Do you wish to provide oral comment?
I do, and so my comment is a question around whether 9th grade students will be eligible for application under the limited circumstances given the COVID-19 closures.
So during this hearing, we're taking comments on the proposed rules, so I will note that as a comment. We are not doing a question and answer at this time. So I will note that as a comment on the rules.
Okay, so then can I change my comment a bit?
Sure, please.
Sure, so then I think there's a large interest in ensuring that we allow maximum flexibility in the application process to account for the challenges that we're facing without the ability to work with students and families in person. And we also want to acknowledge that there will be a significant increase in the number of families that are eligible for the scholarship, given widespread loss of jobs and the increase in unemployment.
Thank you. Any additional comments? For Rosalind, for you, any additional comments? Sorry.
No, that's everything.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. So there are no additional names put in the chat feature. I'm going to give it a minute to give everyone an opportunity to do so. So there is no one else who has noted in the chat feature that they wish to make a call or a comment. Is there anyone who called in who would like to make? So, not hearing any individuals who say that they would like to make any comments, I'm going to submit for the record an agency comment. The agency will amend language extending sign-up deadlines for eligible 8th and 9th grade students from the 2019-20 academic year due to the current coronavirus pandemic. This language will be provided in the final version of the rules with specific information. So we received an additional written comment. See that on the record.
Maybe somebody else will talk.
Okay. What? Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody new.
Yep. So I see Amy Game from Gear Up in Federal Way. Are you wishing to make an oral comment? Amy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry,
Okay.
I had it muted. I would like to either ask or suggest that provisions be made to enable students who move to Washington. It's not specific to this. I guess it's not specific to requested changes, it's in addition to. Am I okay to go ahead and proceed?
You can make any comments that you desire. Just realize that this is a hearing on the
Right.
public rules, though.
Okay. So I would like to request provisions to be made to enable students or consideration given to students who move to Washington and become established residents within their high school years. As we have students that we work with in the schools who are college-bound scholarship members and they move out of state, it seems to make sense that students who move into Washington state and become residents would be able to then take their place on the list.
That's a good question.
And I've noted that comment. Thank you. Do you have any additional comments?
Mm-hmm. I do not.
Okay, thank you very much.
Maybe one more pass on the phone.
And just to make sure we catch everybody who wanted an opportunity who didn't sign into the chat feature, are there any phone-ins or callers that would like to make a comment? Okay. Thank you very much to those who provided comments. We will now conclude this hearing that at 12:43 p.m. on April 7th, 2020. The recording will now be stopped.